Hi everyone, it's me, Christoph from Logo Books. In this new video, I will review this beautiful book, Logo. It's the revised edition by Michael Evamy. And if you are a bit familiar with Logo Books, then this book will definitely make you think of this book. As you can see, it is indeed the same book, but this one is bigger and it is of course the revised edition. So that means there will be some new things in this book. So let's dive into it and let's see what we get in this revised edition. So besides a slightly bigger book and a nice hardcover, what else do we get in this revised edition that's new? So there are more than 600 new entries in this revised and expanded edition, and they build on the breakthrough success of the original edition. Now, taking a look at the design and layout of the book, we can see that it is kept the same. So there are no changes in terms of that. It's only extra content, extra logos that you get in this edition. Looking at the table of content, we can again see that the design is kept the same, but there are just more categories. There are 80 categories in which the logos are divided. So here, for example, you see squares, rectangles, triangles and polygons, circles and dots, and so on and so on. Here, crosses, arrows, thought and speech, waves, fibers, and so on and so on. Of course, also type, handwritten, joined up, absences, cropped, 3D. You get basically everything in this book. There is something for everyone. As a quick comparison, you can see here the table of content from the original book and here the new one, the revised edition. There are added a couple of more separations or more categories. Also here you can see that the category starting with the crosses starts at page 208 and here in the new book 291. So there are definitely a lot more logos in the revised edition. Flipping through the book, we can see that it is built in a very clear way. You always get the logos and then at the end of the right page, you can always see the information about who made the logo, of course, what company it was made for, what year it was made for, and also a little bit extra explanation if there is a need for it to explain what's going on in the logo. As I said earlier, this book is made by Michael Evamy and it got published in February 2021. So what that means is that in this revised edition, you also get the work of modern agencies. So agencies that are still active. So you get a mix of work from back in the day, from masters like, for example, Paul Rand, Saul Bass, Fletcher and Anton Stankowski. But you also get the latest output from the leading and most exciting studios around the world. So that is definitely a big plus in comparison to the older version. Looking at these changes, I can say that this book is definitely more interesting than the original ones, although the original ones are of course very interesting as well, but it's just a combination of new work and the old work that makes it interesting, of course. And that's just nice to see that there has been taken time to get this book to a higher level. Also the quality of the logos in terms of printing techniques, so sharpness is better. In the previous or original book, some logos weren't the best quality. In this book you don't get any of that. Everything is very sharp as how it should be. And also just the overall quality of the book, so the build quality, I can say that it's higher. There has been spent more time and money into building this physical book. There are no printing errors. The hardcover looks great. It feels great, unlike the original book, which came with a soft cover. Also in the original book and the book called Symbol, which was a second addition to the logo book, There were sometimes some errors in the cutting or just bad print quality. But in this one, the revised edition, you don't get any of that. All the books are of a very high quality, talking about the logos that are featured and also just the build quality of the book itself. If you're asking me if this book is worth getting as well, if you already have the original one, I would say that it is, but that might just be my passion and love for logo books that might be speaking here. But yeah, the 600 new editions, they definitely add to the value of this revised edition. Of course, if you are familiar with the original one, you can of course see that the layout is kept the same, so this book will not feel like it's a completely new book. It's just, yeah, as I said, the 600 new entries, or more than 600 new entries, I should say, and just the build quality, which is better overall. Can I recommend this book? Well, I definitely can. With more than 600 new entries, this book already becomes a lot more interesting than the original one. Also, the build quality, as I just spoke about, hardcover. I mean, the book looks beautiful. If you just take a look at it, it is definitely a lot prettier, in my opinion, of course, than the original one. And it just feels better. It feels more robust. You actually feel like you're holding a decent book. The original one with its soft cover, it felt kind of floppy from time to time, unlike this one, of course. If you're interested in this book, I will leave a link here down below to my webshop where you can get it. Also, if you like this video, well, you can give it a like. It has been a long time since I've made a new video, so any support is highly appreciated. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I hope to see you next time as well in a new review. See you later, guys. Bye.